2.4 from page 41. In this case, you have the complaints, and you can see that this information is stored in one of the Excel files that you're given, the data sets that you're given, and you're given number of complaints. And so there are a total of 2,165 complaints. So breaking it down by the type of complaint or category, you can see that 9.3% are the bank account or the service. Just over 6% is the consumer loan. 8% is credit card, etc. as you go through it. So it makes, if you look at the numbers, it can be a bit confusing. But when you look at the percentages, credit reporting is the most, has the highest level of complaints, or the poorest service levels. Debt collection is second, and mortgage is third. Those three, if you just total them up together, are almost 70% of all of complaints. It's about 69% to be a little more exact, and that's what Part B leads into. So if you are trying to find out or deal with customer complaints, in this case, what you're going to focus in on is those three. And you would use this again for quality purposes. So those three, credit reporting, debt collection, and mortgage, represents the vast majority, 70%, of the complaints that you have. If you go into student loans, you waste your time, at least to start. Not that those aren't important, but they're not going to have as big an effect. So if you spend your time on student loans and whatever other happens to be, or even consumer loans, you're going to only have an effect on about 12%. So that's not as big a deal. Then in the Part C, once again, we have this broken down by type of bank, and you can see once again what the complaints are. You're given the number. There are a total of 1,153 complaints, and you can see that the company that has the lowest complaint level would be Navient, I guess is, oh, sorry, Ditech Financial, my apologies. The one that has the highest level of complaints, not only the highest number, but it's the highest percentage, is Equifax. Experian is second, and TransUnion is third. So Equifax gets more complaints than TransUnion, at least out of this. And you can see that in Part D, the analysis are, and Experian is a US credit service. And in this particular case, Equifax has the most complaints, Experian has the second most, and TransUnion has the third most. Those credit companies, compared to say like Wells Fargo or Capital One or Bank of America, they're quite a bit different. They're 3 and 4 times in some cases fewer complaints or more complaints, depending which way you want to word it. So you use this for looking at like where you rank. And I remember years ago when I worked in the automotive industry, there was a lot of emphasis put on customer satisfaction, where you would rank, and customer satisfaction with the vehicle, and also the whole process of purchasing. And you would want to know and look at that. So not only just a good quality vehicle, but also the purchasing process. And Toyota experimented with it for a while. It's now gone by the wayside, but they used to have one price. There was, if you want to say no negotiating, this is the price. And because some people really don't like the buying process, because then Toyota tried to address that. They did it for a few years, but it was such ingrained in the industry, they've now abandoned that. So it allows you to see that Equifax has some work to do.